Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Winifred. I am here sipping tea and minding my business. It's the end of the year again. My favorite season, of course, the Hamatan season here in sub-Saharan Africa, West Africa, Nigeria, which is my country. I'm currently up north, so the Hamatan season is usually very harsh out here. So I'm here sipping Lipton. I hope you guys can see it. You guys should tell Lipton to come and make me the ambassador or something. Dreams, people, dreams that we have, big dreams. The weather out here has not really been nice to me. I've been feeling a little feverish of lately. But that is not what we are going to be talking about. Right now, we're going to be talking about our plans for next year. So this video is called Preparing for Next Year. Get ready, sit tight, because the video starts now. Before I begin this video, I'm just going to say this. I am not a professional by any means. My channel is about self-improvement, self-growth, increasing your productivity as a person. I'm definitely not a professional and I'm nowhere close to where I intend to be, but I'm just going to tell you guys and share with you guys how I do what I do and how I have climbed up to this point and how I intend to go on from here. I like New Year's because New Year's signifies a new beginning. It signifies a fresh start. It signifies, beginning everything all over again. It feels like all things are behind you. Everything that happened in the previous day is behind, and then you're looking forward to, a fresh start. Not like you can't start maybe halfway through the year or middle of the year or anyhow, but when you begin in January, it just gives you this, freshness, this. The season is different, the feel is different, you hope for more because it seems like there's so many more months, many more days ahead. So I think this video comes in handy because you're starting the year. On that note, last 2 vlogs ago I introduced you guys to my journal. I told you guys that I've had my journal for like 7 years, since 2015, and I constantly like to go back to my journal to recap on my progress as a human. Therefore, it's very important that you have a journal. If you don't have a journal, you should at least have your notepad on your phone where you write down your thoughts, write down your goals, your aspirations. Just make sure you're writing something down. If you're a Christian, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 to 3 will give you an insight on how you should go about it. I feel like you should always write down what you have in mind so you do not forget, because the human mind is not even capable of holding every single detail of everything you're supposed to remember. Generally, for manifesting, what works for me, I have like certain goals I've set for myself. I usually don't like to put a year or a timeline to my goals, because when you include a timeline to your goals, not like I don't have like when I want it to happen, but I just said, like, let's say 5 years from now, this is what I want to achieve. I don't like to be specific as per this year this should happen, next year this should happen, so that I don't put pressure on myself, being that I have anxiety issues. I'm prone to getting depressed easily. When I worry about something that is not happening as it should, I begin to throw a tantrum and I begin to act up. On that note, if you're like me, what works for me is I have like what I would want for the next 5 years. So let's say if I want a house in the next 5 years, what I do is, when I walk by a neighborhood that I would like, might not necessarily be exactly where I would want to live, but I see houses that are similar to what I know that I would like. I usually say a little prayer in my heart and I tell God, from my mouth to your ears, dear Jesus, this house, Lord, something like this. something like this would do. You get, like, I believe so much in God, and I believe so much in his existence, and I believe that he hears me. So I say, Lord, from my mouth to your ears, this is exactly what I want. When people are getting married and I'm happy for them, I like to show my excitement, because I tell myself, okay, you might not be ready to get married now or even in the next few years, but eventually if you decide to get married, Lord, something like this, I want to be happy like this. Also, Instagram, TikTok, and I think Pinterest has features where you can pin images that are similar to your dreams, similar to your, like, I can show you on the screen, like, things I have pinned, homes, children, stuff, like what I would want in a couple of years time. So that is how I personally manifest, by looking at like what I would want and constantly reminding myself of what I want, and then constantly making silent prayers to God. This is what I want, this is how I want it. Because I'm so drawn mentally to these pictures, I automatically find myself, naturally moving towards that direction. So that is how I manifest. For next year, concerning my vision board, you can also try vision boarding. That also works, like cutting images of what you would want, and then having it not just on your phone now, but physically, maybe a whiteboard with a lot of pictures of what you would want to achieve for the year. That works for some people. I don't bother myself to go that far. Having pins on my Instagram and on my Pinterest would do. It works. I think it's basically the same thing, just that one exists on the internet and the other one exists physically. Whichever one works for you, I think that should do. When I first started my YouTube channel, it was a bit of a random something. I'd always known that I wanted to be a YouTuber at some point. I'd always known that I wanted to try YouTube because I spend a lot of time on YouTube, and I think I've said this. I've learned a lot on YouTube. I've learned how to bake. At least had interest in baking from YouTube, and then my mom helped patch up my baking skills. I also learned, even this YouTube, like I learned and I'm still learning how this entire YouTube thing works here on YouTube, and then a couple of other skills that I've acquired, editing and all, I have learned from YouTube. So I've always known that I would like to be part of this community where I can also share my ideas, and I can also, go through life and then learn and build and, understand how this whole adulting thing works, because it's been really tough for me, adjusting from having people provide for you and then you having to sort it out on your own, and then managing your funds as it comes on your own too. On that note, the day I posted my first video, it is like the very first video still on my page. I didn't delete it because I like to keep up with myself. Like I said, I like to go back and look and then compare my progress. So the first time I posted that video, it was very random. It was not like planned. I actually just made a video on Instagram to post as a reel, and then randomly I decided to post the video on YouTube, and then I told my siblings that I had posted a video, and they all followed me, and that was it. They kept on spreading the word and I kept on growing, and then eventually I decided to follow up and make more videos, and then I'm here. Boom. So I feel like if there's something you want to achieve next year, if there's something you want to do next year and you're second guessing yourself and you're not sure if you should follow up with it, I think you should just do it. Perfect or imperfect, right or not right, just do it. Push yourself, step out of your comfort zone. If you need to change your environment, by all means do it. If you need to, change your circle, cut people off, feel free. The world is a free place and life is short. Like, go live your life, go be whatever you want to be. Nobody is actually going to show you the ropes until you decide to push yourself. If I had been sitting down still hoping that one day I would have money to buy like dimmer or make quality camera, some nice Kelechi Megbena setup, or some Laifa level of content, I would not have come this far, or even Vivian Okezie level of editing. This is my favorite YouTubers, by the way. I would not have started at all, because these people are on the pro level. And right now, I think YouTube, for me, I'm learning along the way, and I'm very grateful to you guys that have subscribed to my channel. And if you have not, this is an opportunity to join the family, because we are stepping up, we are moving up, we are getting better. From next year, we are not going to be on this level again. No. More content. In short, from this year ending, after this post I'm making right now, the next post coming is going to be my Christmas vlog. So if you have not subscribed and clicked the notification bell, make sure you do it right now, because I think you will want to stay updated on my content. I think you would like what I have in plan and in store for you guys, because I actually put in a lot of effort into thinking of video ideas so that I can remain consistent out here, because there's something about me that I realized recently and I like, is the way that I stay like on something until it's completed. I'm not a quitter. I've never known myself to be a quitter, even when things are difficult, times are tough. I always like to follow through, no matter how it turns out. It might not be perfect, but I always like to follow through with my plans, and I like to get to the very end, the very last moment. So concerning YouTube, I'm not stopping anytime soon. So if that's your fear for not subscribing yet, make sure you click the subscribe button now, like this video as well, and I'll see you again next week. Nepa just brought lights. Can you imagine these people? See, they're always spoiling my content. So next year, we are going to also be investing in more YouTube tools. We're going to be investing in proper lighting. We are going to be investing in maybe a better camera. We're going to be investing in good sound. Like, I'm going to get an actual mic. Guys, I intend to do a lot with my channel by next year, so support your girl, support me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to the 132 of you I gained this year, and I hope that next year, you guys, next year our family is going to grow and our community is going to get larger, and we would also have more time to interact. If you don't know, I have a social media handle. I have my Instagram, I have my Facebook. I would love it if you guys interact with me on also on those platforms. And I'll see you again next week. Take care. Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas. Wishing you a prosperous new year ahead as you make your plans, and I also make my own plans. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next week.